All right, welcome everyone. I decided to create this quick live today because obviously it is an important topic that needs to be covered no matter what. And sometimes we don't talk about it. The topic of why is it that you want to increase your online sales? Why do you want to double your sales at this point, specifically within your e-commerce business? And it's not about, obviously, everyone wants to make money. But I want to go deeper into this topic of why is it that you want more sales, more money? And it's not enough just to say, because obviously everyone, that's the reason why we're in business. We're just achieving more sales and we want to profit and grow and grow. But ask yourself, why? Why is it that you want this? Is it because you want freedom? Is it because you want to grow the sales so that you can hire more people and eventually sell the business? Is it because you want to go public with the company? Is it because you simply want to make more money so you can provide for your family? Is it because you want to make more money because you're trying to quit your 9-to-5 job and you want your business to be the main income stream for yourself and your family? Again, when we ask ourselves, there's a couple of ways of looking at this question. You're either trying to increase online sales, obviously for the business reasons, but eventually these business reasons, if it's your e-commerce business or you're running one, why is it that we want this? I mean, there's a specific thing behind this that you have to really figure out, because a lot of times when I speak to e-commerce individuals, people either running the business or actually being, like, let's say, e-commerce professionals or managers, the topic of wanting more sales becomes very, very stressful. You want more traffic, you want more customers, you want, conversions, you just want more of everything. Yet not knowing why you want it can potentially overwhelm you, burn you out, and sometimes even lead to a point where you just quit when things are simply not working. So today, the first video in this group is really about stepping back a little bit and pausing and asking yourself, I want to double my sales mainly because I want to do it because of the following. That's critical, because that's going to help you really focus on things. Now, when you figure out your why of why you're doing something, you can start planning accordingly. So when I speak to people and they tell me, I just want more sales, I say, okay, great. What is your why? They haven't figured it out. Then I ask them, well, what's the plan? I'm not getting the results I'm trying to achieve. Well, for sure, because you have no why. If you don't have your why in place, you won't be able to plan accordingly. No wonder why you're not getting the results. So again, every time, the first thing that you need to figure out at this point, and especially the fact that you've joined this group, is figuring out your why. And it's a very simple process, nothing more. I'll give you a couple of tips that you need to follow. But I need you to really understand that when you start going into this, you really have to dig deeper and deeper within yourself. So let's take an example of someone who actually owns the business. You're someone right here. You built out your store, you have your online products, everything is running. Either you're getting started or you're already selling. And you're asking yourself right now, I need more sales. Why? Let's do the exercise immediately right now. Why is it that you want more sales? Well, I want more sales because I need to make sure that I can pay for my employees, or I would like to make more sales so that I can hire employees. Okay, well, if that's the case, then start planning for this in a way that, how much does it cost you to be able to hire an employee? So you know ahead of time, if you plan on wanting more sales so that you can generate enough profit to hire someone to help you out, then at least you'll know how much sales you would need to be able to afford that extra employee. Do another example. I want more sales because I need to increase my volumes so that I buy my product at a lower cost. Well, if you want to achieve that and you want to save 10, 15% on your cost of product, meaning you want to increase your volume, then at least now you have a specific goal and you try to aim for. So again, everything has a specific why. Now, if you take it to the personal level of, well, I want to just generate more sales because I want to make more money, then ask yourself, why do you want to make more money? Is it because you want to be free? Why do you want to have this type of freedom? So you get to spend more time with your kids. Why do you want to spend time more with your kids? Well, I want to see them grow up. Why do you want to see them grow up? Well, I want to have an impact on their lives so that in the future, I don't regret not spending enough time with them. And again, drill deeper and deeper and deeper into the reasons as to why you're trying to do what you're trying to do, especially inside this group of increasing your online sales. So that's the first exercise you really need to understand, because when you figure out your why, everything else works really well. Okay. And the same goes for anything you do in your personal life. And I've done it even myself when it came to working out. I don't like working out. And every time I failed at going to the gym consistently and really building out my workout routine and being patient and staying on it for a very long time and not just a month, I realized that every time I failed is because I really never figured out what is my why. My why became more important to me when I figured it out. And I said to myself, well, I want to be healthy because I want to be able so that when I go into my 40s, I'm in a better shape. It becomes a lot harder in the future to lose weight. I want my health to be priority because I want to spend more time with my daughter. I want to spend time with my wife, my kids, everyone. So I just want to be healthy because I want to enjoy the rest of my life. And that's when the why clicked in. That's when I took working out, going to the gym a lot more seriously. And then eventually I stayed on it. And I was always consistent and going to the gym consistently every single night. And I was seeing the results. The same applies for your e-commerce business. When you figure out the reason why you want more sales, everything else falls into place. Things start working out for you. And eventually your goals, your planning, your objectives, everything starts coming to reality, and things you start seeing things progress as you move forward with the growth of your e-commerce business. So a couple of things that I want to leave you off with, a couple of things that you could do immediately to help you with this process of figuring out why you want more sales. So first of all, write down why you want more sales. We talked about this. Get just a sheet of paper and write it all down. There's no right or wrong. You know, I want more sales because I want that. Just list it all in there, okay? From there, based on your reasons as to why you're trying to do this, start setting SMART goals. What do I mean by SMART goal? Your goals have to be not just, I want more sales. Your goals have to be SMART, meaning they need to be specific, they need to be measurable, they need to be attainable, they need to be realistic, and they need to be time-bound. For example, I want to double my online sales in the next 6 months. You know what? No, hold on. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. I want to increase my online sales in the next 3 months by 15% and be able to ship at least 25 extra orders a day. And I want to be able to, well, already that's all specific, it's attainable, it's realistic, and it's time bound. So now when I know that I want to increase my sales by 15% in the next, let's say 3 months, and I want to ship maybe an extra 10, 15 orders, all of this becomes a SMART goal for you. You're not just saying, I just want to increase my online sales. When you set up these goals, you start evaluating your resources. Now that I have my SMART goal, how do I achieve this? Then you're going to start looking at how much money do you need to spend on advertising? You're going to look at how many people do I have at my disposal to help me out, whether it's your current team or people that you need to hire for you to do the job, whether it's a freelancer, whether it's an agency, whatever it might be. And the last thing is you'll know how much time is needed in order for you to achieve such a goal. This process is critical right now. Because a lot of times, again, just a reminder, we obsess about the idea of wanting more sales, but we're simply not sure exactly why is it that we want to do it. And when we struggle, then we start giving up. And eventually we feel that we're a bunch of failure and we're not achieving the success that we intended to achieve. So this is really something that I want you to understand, that it's very, very important, because in the next weeks, as we start working on helping you double your own e-commerce sales, it's going to get harder and harder. But if you don't plan for it, it's just going to get worse for you. And eventually you will give up and you'll say to yourself, well, e-commerce is just not for me. Let me make sure, see if there are any questions. I would like you to share in the comments, what are your specific goals? What are some of the why you would like to set up? I mean, why is it that you want more sales? I'm very curious about your thoughts about this topic, because I believe that it's very important for you to share these thoughts with everyone else in the group, because eventually you'll start noticing that, oh yeah, I'm not alone at this. Everyone else is dealing with the same thing. So again, it's a process, it's a journey. It's not a 2 months, it's not 1 year, it's not 12 months. You're going to notice that at a certain point, as you start growing the business, the whole idea of just wanting more sales, it never ends. But when you have a specific purpose, a why behind it, it's no longer an issue for you, because every year you just want more of sales. You realize that there's a reason behind it. It makes it all worthwhile. Any questions? I know this is the first live video inside the group. I'm curious to know if there are any questions about this topic before I end it off. Let me just make sure. No, I haven't seen anything. If you're watching this in a recorded setting, then obviously the recording is going to be made available. You can comment in the video later on, and I will do my best to reply back. That's it. That's the first session. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.